what is multiple page Tiffs for. If we go to page setup, in my attachment setup where I select the file type of Tiff, we have the options for DPI, the compression type, as well as multi-page. Multi-page simply means if you look at this document here, it has 2 pages. If I didn't have that option checked, it would actually create 2 separate Tiffs. If I uncheck this, so now it's not going to create a multi-page Tiff, but instead it's going to create 2. Save changes. And you can see it tells you the page number. Now, for this scenario, the order is only 1 page, so that would not cause a problem. However, if the purchase order was, say, 3 pages long, you would require that multiple page option to be turned on, because if the purchase order was 3 pages, it would still split them into separate documents. For most scenarios, using Tiffs, the majority of the time, multi-page should be turned on.
Okay.
If this is off, like I said, you can see that it created 2 separate Tiff images. And this is not going to be based on the data stream at all. It's just going to separate each page into a separate image. Whereas the break field will break it apart based on data within your print stream. So our next topic is printer profiles. Printer profile is used to change which printer the document is going to be printed to. It can use information from within your print stream to switch the printers or the settings, and it can also be modified through scripting if you want to make it use like a decision. So here, in my spooler folder, I'm going to stop my spooler again. I'm going to just create a new file. Here you can see I created my printer profile sample. I'm just going to create a new form. And here you can see in my data stream I have the printer name that I want to print to. So here I can do almost like before. I click on this arrow next to the text box option, and I'm going to select Include Printer Profile field. And this is basically going to tell the form which printer to go to. The name of the printer should match the printer in the printers list exactly. So you can see I have this on my form now. And I'm also just going to put the data here. So I'm going to save this form as, what did I name the file? Printer Profile Sample. Now if I go to File, Page Setup, let's say I make this printer Which one did I use? Okay. So I'm going to select this printer here, the 2500, as the printer to use. And I'm going to say OK. So you'll notice that in my data stream, it's going to tell me not to use the 2500, but to use the 3228. So when I save this, I'm going to minimize this. And you can see all of my printers have no documents. And I'm just going to start my spooler. You can also see if I go to File, Print, and when it pops up, it has the 2500 here. Oh. Something that I just realized that I did that to keep in mind. Like I said before, if I was to try and delete this file, it should come up and say that it can't. And this is because I have it open in the Reform Designer because I was designing with it. And that's the same reason that the spooler isn't processing it. If I close the text file, you can see now the spooler picks it up. So that's something to keep in mind. Anything you have open in the Designer is not going to be processed.